unlawfully in his vehicle, and what was his intention?
Elvis says they were able to decipher that Reed fired first using the videos released today, as well as ballistics data. Joe and Erica.
All right, Chris, thank you.
When we get back down to that letter we mentioned off the top.
Peace to the nigga nation. I ain't got to worry about when I start talking and what I start talking about. Even with the little music shit, I play music sometime, and they tell me that this video can't be monetized. I'm not eligible for monetization, and this channel's not monetized. So as long as if that person can get money, that artist can get money off of me playing a song, off of me not getting no money at all for the video, just get on here talking. Hopefully somebody care enough about the song to play the video and watch the video. At least I can get some whatever. But peace to the nigga nation, man. That story, the tail end of it, damn, 40 seconds. They still talking about, yeah.
Press conference with Mayor Brandon Johnson, and then
guy got pulled over. Traffic stop. The police officers. They say that the police officers didn't say why they pulled him over. I'm gonna let this play for a second. I'll get back to you.
To put all of the materials out for public consumption, and as the investigation proceeds, we will make public our final recommendations and findings when we can.
90 shots.
In the letter to the
Less than a minute.
Poston recommends CPD relieve the 4 officers of their police powers pending their investigation, focusing specifically on the officer she says fired at least 50 times. Reporting live from the newsroom, I'm Tara Molina, CBS 2 News.
Tara, thanks.
Right now, a live picture from 31st and Harrison in front of the 11th District Police Station, where protesters are gathering, demanding justice.
Y'all see, this is live from Chicago, man. It's live from Cook County.
Yesterday, and today they spoke out during an emotional news conference.
I'm gonna play this too, man, because whenever these things happen, we got the protests and we got the press conference with the family.
But they're wondering why that stop was made in the first place. As you heard, police said it was because they were making a traffic stop for Reed not wearing his seatbelt, but his family calls it an assassination.
I just don't understand what is wrong with the police. Why they doing all these kids, pulling them over with for no reason.
Nicole Banks' son, Dexter Reed, was shot and killed by police on March 21st.
I feel like I've been shot. My insides is burning up. Why they did that to my son?
She says he had just purchased the car he was driving when police pulled him over.
That shit dented up.
Moments with him.
And he was just riding around in his car. He said, "Mom, boy, riding."
Reed
Come on now.
Home. The 26-year-old dreamt of being a broadcaster. He had played basketball at Westinghouse College Prep before later playing for Morton College.
Dexter is not here because of the actions and inactions of this administration and this police chief.
Good morning.
This Mark.
Johnson visited the
I can't stand
promising
the mayor of Chicago, Brandon Johnson, 50 years old with a goddamn mohawk.
Criminal indictment against some of these officers.
Asking for the city to dissolve its tactical police units, like the one that pulled Reed over.
We must stop. It ain't the first person it happened to. And if there's don't be justice, if they're not held accountable, it won't be the last person.
The family maintains that Reed was unarmed when he got out of his car and was shot by police. It's not clear if anything happened before he got out of his vehicle. His family also did not address concerns that a Chicago police officer was shot during the same traffic stop. We're live in the control room. Sabrina Franza.
Okay, so y'all may have got a little bit of what's going on, but I just wanted to let that play for a second so y'all have a bit of context of where I'm coming from when I talk about this. This gentleman, this young fella, he got his mama said he had just got him a car, his new car. He driving around in this new car. The police pull him over. What they said with the task force or the problem. On one hand, it's kind of like a devil's bargain, a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. We have these areas where there's high crime and blase woo skippy. So we like, where the police at? And then they get to the point, okay, we all want police. We gonna give y'all all the police y'all want. So then then it gets to the point where y'all got all these rush teams, these jump out boys. They terrorizing the folks. They ain't bothering nobody. Well, hell, y'all put people in a position to do a job. I mean, and it's a damn, like I said, it's a damn if you do damn. You put them people there, and then it's like, okay, when they there, for it not to be shit going on. If it's nothing going on, nothing criminal going on, then just like if you at your job, you looking for something to do. There's got to be something for me to do. So let's just pull this nigga over. They pulled old boy over. Old boy, they didn't. They claim now it's for a seatbelt violation. That that will suspect a seatbelt. It's a traffic stop. Suspect a seatbelt violation. Now, the way that they came at him, supposedly that it was like multiple squad cars and what have you. They came at him. The thing is, I mean, I don't know what. It ain't the motherfucking. It ain't the movies. I really, and being a young man, I can understand. I can understand somewhat, but when they at you, you got to be able to know when to hold them and kind of know when to fold them. This situation, they were surrounding him. He had this itchy on him. He had the blicky. He had all the new niggas. He had the blicky on him. The camera. The evidence says, I guess it reveals that he shot first, because you hear a woman's voice saying, "What are you doing?" And then all it says, you hear a shot, and then you just hear multiple shots. They said the one chick shot 50 times, shot the nigga 50 times, well, shot at him 50 times or whatever. But 90, they estimate 90 shots was shot. So if she shot 50, then they give you this thing that, once police get to shooting, if it's a situation, they pretty much need an order to cease fire, hold your fire. And I mean, hell, you got soldiers, and you pretty much have soldiers in your neighborhood. I don't see too much. Well, I can't really see. I'm not a police officer, but you would think there would be a lot more evidence of preventative measures, but I guess they may say them task forces preventative measures. So we drive around here, and if you're looking shady, we gonna just pull you over, show us your paper, show us your ID, what you doing around here. So, but I don't know. And they having protests. I really don't know. But they say, well, they didn't give any justifiable reason why they put. Man, come on, man. As soon as he upped and he shot, that pretty much puts the balloon. That put the pin in the balloon. For the most part, I said that you can only put one pin in one balloon, and you're gonna get the same result. You can put two in there, but I guess it might come out twice as fast. But the air come out twice as fast. But you surrounded by police. I guess from what the accounts I heard, he was surrounded by police. Them folks had him, and he upped and he shot my baby. And I can't. I ain't gonna be like that, man. I mean, I'm just a natural asshole person. That's how sometimes I respond to shit that's troubling me. But there's always the press conference. It's seem like there's a pattern or a program. You got the video come out, then you got the press conference with the family. And then, you got certain people that make stereotypical prejudgments about folks, and they may be right, they may be wrong. Mama, your hair ain't orange or red. She got ain't no wrong with getting your hair done. You want to look pretty. What was with the stocking cap? maybe she couldn't get her hair did. Maybe she just got something nice to look up on there. But she, man, don't be stereotypical. Don't do that, Grady. Don't be like that against them people. Them good people. And I live in Cook County. Who's to say I might run across them people somewhere? But I don't know why is this, in a way I really don't know. I'm gonna tell you, I don't know why this is even, I mean, just being shown on TV. Well, yeah, no, I know why it is because they were waiting for this video to come out. They were waiting for what was gonna happen while they blew Skippy, and I'm sure that they probably been told, well, you know that he shot them police first. We don't believe you. You need to get the video out. So it's been hype being brought up for this video. The video been hyped up. You ain't gonna see the franchise Chicago. If you from Chicago, you might know about the certain activists, so-called activists that pop up. You ain't gonna see them really popping up and doing too much and put too much attention on this. Cause man, why you shoot at him? That just on some real nigga shit. This ain't got nothing to do with how you want to side with them, nigga. Why you shoot at them folk? The nigga shot at them folk. And them folk, especially it was a woman, cause I guess he probably upped it. I shouldn't say, I can't say probably. It's probability. I'm just speculating shit, but for her to shoot 50, she was terrified shooting 50. I don't know whether she just hold it down and just let off 50, or whether she just gotta shoot. I'm sure it's automatic. I'm bullshit, but. Yeah, man, this just breaking news. I came on here. I really just came on here to fuck around. Really came on here to see what would happen. I come on here, just like I suspected. It's fucking zero. YouTube. I know y'all got a handler on a nigga, man. I mean, because really, it's like certain things don't make sense. I'll do a video. I'll be talking to a motherfucker on the video, and then I'll be done. I have zero. Sometimes I might have a like and no views. And I have people on here. But I'm just on here talking. I don't know what I need to do. Y'all want me to verify? Do I need the video verify myself? This is, hey guys, it's me. You want me to send you my fucking a copy of my driver's license and shit? What is this? Is a social media platform. Y'all not even paying a nigga. All I'm doing is trying to participate. I don't owe now, motherfucker, in this cyber world nothing. I ain't asking nobody in this cyber world to do what I say do or follow what I follow. Y'all just fuck with motherfuckers, man. Really? Okay, y'all got y'all ones, y'all pick and choose, and I guess they on y'all string to a certain extent. Cause if y'all put them down the algorithm funnel, they shit ain't gonna get no motion either. So now they done depended on you. They've been kind and they've been devoted to kind master YouTube, cause that's they bread and they butter. Now YouTube has the free reign and right, cause it's not like it's not something that's organic. Anything that can be manipulated, where the results can be manipulated, and this happened once the corporate interests start finding out. I guess it wasn't hard to figure out to find out. They start finding out that you can get the word out on some shit if you get on people's social media platform. So that's why now you see ads between posts. You don't see so much of your friends post or whatever page you follow post without having to see like ads that just manage to just sit in the middle of your news feed. No matter what the fuck. You can't go on and just like one day scroll through your social media and not see no ads. You're gonna see some ads. I guess in some situations you may pay for a subscription where there's no ads or less ads. How'd I get here? No, I'm talking about YouTube punk ass, man. I say it's still fuck YouTube, man, cause YouTube let niggas do shit in my face, man. where they were once it was time, I was able to do the same shit. Now all of a sudden y'all want to police my shit. Now all of a sudden you tell you're eligible to monetize, but you know why would you even bother telling me this shit? Cause you know my position in the shit. You still have me up there for reused content, even though niggas that they platforms and got chicks reusing content. This is what this shit for the most part is remixing and reshuffling shit. But hey man, this is Mr. Nigga, Mr. Niger. This is the NGR Room. You know, this is really y'all niggas can't spell, y'all niggers can't spell, y'all nigger haters can't spell. But the difference between NIGGER versus NIGER. My name offensive. We can't let your name in. What the fuck you mean? Africa should be offended. It's a whole river in a whole country called Niger. Niger. Nigga. Hey, it's not our fault that your ancestors couldn't pronounce the phonetical influctuations and accents of African language properly. Why do I have to see? That's some wild shit when you think about it. That a nigga gets punished not just only for being a nigga, but identifying himself as a nigga and utilizing the language with nigga in it. That's really in a way when I think about it, how I felt. I was like when the NAACP. This was after I said this story plenty of times. The show Seinfeld, right? That motherfucker that with the long hair that stare across that always bust in the door. Michael Richards is his name as comedian. Michael Richards was doing the comedy show, and this is early when people was pulling out their phones and recording shit. So it's these guys in there, these two guys in there, and if I remember correctly, I think they might have been the first ones that even brought up the term nigga. So I guess in Michael Richards's passion, and maybe for the most part, he may have been bombing simultaneously. He took it upon himself and repeatedly said nigga. At that point, it was outrage because Jerry Seinfeld, it's the Jerry Seinfeld show. Jerry Seinfeld was a favorite white Jewish man. I guess that's politically correct as I can say it. That was one of their favorites. He was getting $1 million an episode. Really, you should thank Bill Cosby because Bill Cosby paved the way. Because once Bill Cosby went off, if your channel still was on NBC, you probably watched Jerry Seinfeld. Pardon me. So Michael Richards said nigga. It was a big fuss and fury about him saying the word nigga. So it was all on the media, since you have this big comedian name and this show is heavily syndicated, it's a very popular show, a very central character in the show. He said this word publicly with passion and fury. Now, so you got the civil rights, where they say the civil rights retreads, the Al Sharptons and the Jesse Jacksons and whomever, this, that, and the third. They stepped out, this is an outrage, this is such an ugly word. And of course, this is one of the first times when you start hearing our good Caucasian overlord brethren, saying, well, they say that, well, why can't we say that they have no problem? We listen to NWA. Why can't we say that they say it? It's all in the rap music. So the idea was born to bury the N-word, the word nigga. Meanwhile, a lot of people, it's like, oh, the white man made this word in order to talk back, man. The white man was cutting niggas' toes off. Fuck a word, my nigga. The white man was making our ancestors work from sun up to sundown, and not just our grown. It wasn't no you can't get a job if you turn 16. They had toddlers out there picking away at that motherfucking cotton if it was possible. That baby smart enough to stumble his little ass out there. Give him a little bag. He ain't got to carry a big bag, but he got a quota. That nigga baby got a quota. I don't know. I'm just on here fucking around. Why not just fuck around on here? Hell, hey, if whatever happens, if I play some music on here, I'm gonna get an email. Oh, you put copyright infringement. You video not be monetized. It's if I was on here just performing or transmitting or broadcasting just for YouTube, the YouTube motherfuckers, I'd be a very popular channel. Cause them pretty much are the only motherfuckers that be the most responsive to whatever content I put on here. It's like they make it seem as if I have a full chat that's just popping and bubbling, and that they need to make sure that the words I say don't get out and negatively influence the wrong person. But hey, I'm just on here talking. My shit look like phone numbers. My views from the past look like fucking phone numbers. But I don't be really saying shit. Now I can understand if I really start going in, which really is like, well, hell, why not go in? You know, from the perspective, at least the perspective they want to give me. People say, oh, we saw your stuff, we see your stuff. You don't never comment on the shit. You don't never like the shit, but I don't know whether they might be fooling me and making it seem like, well, don't nobody really see it, but really, you know, we're just fucking with your numbers. Well, TV, what up there, fam? Yeah, I'm just on here riding the YouTube algorithm, man. I come on here, you know, when I go on other people's motherfucking channel and tap in, you start seeing the numbers move around. My shit stayed at null and void. But I'm just talking shit, you know. You can't complain and don't solve nothing, but you don't sure feel good sometimes. Oh yeah, well shit, man. Sometimes I dip in and I dip out. You know, I get discouraged. I got some song. Be encouraged, no matter what's going on. It'll be alright. Be encouraged. Be encouraged. Yeah. I was, you know, I fuck around in the moderation. I still do the moderation for Mr. Charleston. Mr. Charles, my nigga, man. Yeah. I always drop Mr. Charles. Now he dropping down gems. A lot of motherfuckers miss the gems because they so caught up in the whoopty blam of it all. You know. He was on the phone with Barry. And Barry, you know, so I'm paying, you know, a lot of these niggas that have these shows, they don't pay homage. And, you know, you just people got the spirit that they show appreciation, because a lot of people, at least from someone who tends to be benevolent or gracious with my time or my resources, a lot of time people take benefit of you and won't even give you no recognition or acknowledgement. But then you also have to think about it. Well, you only did those things because you wanted to do them. But it's always a beautiful thing when someone acknowledges the efforts in which you do. You may not even be looking for acknowledgement, but it's always good to hear the shit. But Charles was like, man, you ain't got to show me how much nothing, man. You know, so really just do your show. And the thing about it is, he said, you know, he also said it may do better for you not even saying my name. I remember one time in these comments, man, you know, you talking to somebody, and they was real smooth about it. You know, seems like your content all about, you know, you need to focus more about what you talk about, man. And I'm like, man, I'm on this the nigga room. I fuck with my nigga, you know, I talk about what I want to talk about. The shit that I see, you know, captivating, mesmerized. Let me stop doing this shit. Whatever. Mr. Charles was the wave. Mr. Charles has been the wave for a minute. And for me to be adjacent to the wave, I'm appreciative. And not only this ain't what this is about. What I'm saying is that I appreciate any participation. You come on here and fuck the flame. And I appreciate those who recognize and acknowledge my identity and personage. If they met me through being the moderator on Charles and White page, that's a blessing also. I'm also, I don't know whether you go on the real on his Facebook page. They got the Charles and White Facebook fan page. Can I type on this motherfucker? I don't know. Can I leave a comment on here? I don't think I can, but I can't figure it out. But yeah, the Charles and White Facebook fan page. I'm like a moderator in that shit too. That's like 112,000 members in the group. Cause if that motherfucker wasn't private, they'd have been to try to shut that bitch down. But that shit going strong. The Charles and White Facebook fan page. For anybody who may come along and wanna, fuck with like Charles and White and wanna see Charles and White content, I scourged the internets to find whatever I can find and share it over in that group. Tis what it is. Busy baby, what's happening? Oh, you don't do Facebook? That's all right. That's all right. Facebook do pay the most money. Well, now YouTube might pay more than Facebook, but Facebook pay that money if you can get that shit popping the right way. That's another thing about Facebook. Facebook put a headlock on my. I got a page on Facebook, The Real Beauty of Black Relationships. That page is like 37,700 something people. I'll put a post on there, and I get telephone numbers on there. Sometimes I might get 100. Every now and then. If I sponsor the post, I put some money behind the post. I get 2,000, 3,000, 2,000, whatever. But I ain't trying to pay for that shit. Just to be seen. I need to see some money behind it. So when with it, it's like, well, I guess I need to marry some form of product with it. But in my mind, I'm saying everybody making clothes. Then I also have to say, well, if the clothes is selling, then they can make some goddamn clothes. You the designer. You can be the one to design it. TikTok do, and something about TikTok. TikTok don't. I fuck with the face. Yeah, I don't do face. I dig when you say you don't do Facebook, but I'm so rooted in that fucking Facebook shit. Facebook and Instagram, that's Zuckerberg. Twitter is Elon Musk, but Twitter is kind of fucking boring. YouTube is Google. Sometimes I think my IP address is just fucking targeted by Google. Maybe they just think of all the shit I can search for through Google, all the platforms I'm on, and they just figured out some type of way to analyze the way my mind thinks and the potential of what I might say or do on this motherfucker. If a certain type of thing, if certain things occur, if you either that nigga get too powerful, I ain't gonna lie. I probably will get to the point where I talk a lot of good shit, especially if I'm here and there's people on here paying me attention and I'm getting money. Cause the bottom line, don't want to waste time on here and not get no motherfucking money. But here's what it is, like I said, I'm on here right now. I work a third shift, but I said, well, I'm just sitting here. The sun is setting, this light look good on a nigga, show the grays and beard, the mahogany and my maroon maroon heritage skin, whatever. This nigga don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. The red man was the black man. Let me stop. I ain't gonna do that shit here. We talk about history and what happened in the past and what's going. What has history done for you, motherfucker, lately, nigga. But yeah. I went a long way away from I started talking about how dude got 90 shots shot at him up here and they killed him. And now they they think that they want a couple of the police officers to be brought up on criminal charges. They're doing protests. I don't know. I don't see one thing about it. You don't see that motherfucker mushmouth Benjamin Crump or whomever. They ain't running up here saying nothing about that yet. Now, if they run up here and say something about it, they're gonna be figured out a way to make it political. But shooting a nigga getting shot is not the type of political backdrop that Con Master Biden needs to get something successful out of. So they're going to go to abortion. They're going to go to what's the other thing I saw? They can't go to. They're gonna go to abortion. They're gonna go to fucking student loan debt relief. He gonna sell. Like, I was trying hard. Y'all gotta get me in. I'm trying. Y'all see him out here trying to give y'all student loan relief. Now, if he get in, he can quit doing it. He can quit trying. He ain't got to keep on trying once he get in. So if it don't pass before he get in, and you done voted for the motherfucker, once again, you're a mark. 60 years of benign neglect for the black Democrat in America. The cities in which the niggas is most concentrated in are the most violent, decrepit, dilapidated cities in this country. We out here looking bad panhandler ass motherfuckers. We about to be subpopulation underneath undocumented immigrants. What they call them, the sanctuary citizen seekers, whatever. Sanctuary, what they call them, motherfucker? Sanctuary status seekers. Unless I got at the beginning of the video, I saw a glimpse of the good Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson. He kind of, it said, man, shut the fuck up. It's the same nigga that gave the little poor kids and old folks parks away. He wanted to close their parks down and put fucking migrants in there and to get them checks and meals and shit. Now, it ain't about, I'm gonna say like, y'all hear me say migrants. It ain't about them. I don't know them people to love or hate them. But I do know the government. I know how the government has treated the nigga folks. So if I start talking about, well, shoot, man, I'm not necessarily, they hear me start talking bad about the Democratic Party, say, well, you must be a Republican. That's always the comeback. No, I don't give a fuck about the Republican Party either, but I'm telling you how the Democrats is fucking you. So you mad at me? You got to lash out. It's a triggering response. It's a triggered response that you have to lash out at me because hell, I'm telling you about something that you should already know. I don't know, man. There's the righteous voice of truth is not welcome in today's society. Especially not the self-righteous voice of truth. It's not welcome in this society. They want to be they like sweet lies and distraction. That's what this society loves. Sweet lies and distractions and consolation and coddlation. I'm just getting old though, man. Sometimes I get the psychotic thought, man, shoot, I'm just trying to figure out when that last day gonna be. So I ain't got to deal with the stresses and the ways of the world. It's almost sound biblical, don't it? Arizona passed on abortion today, man. Thing about it is, man, I understand if it's maybe a situation with rape and you just couldn't bear birthing your rapist child, or a situation where it's a health issue, but when you think about it, and you think about all these decades of where there was abortion clinics all in the city and all in our areas, and we had no opportunity, the young folks, they ain't see no other way. They were being conditioned, socially conditioned, to think, well, hell, fuck a baby mama. And also young girls are saying, well, it's all right to be a baby mama. You don't need the baby daddy. So, during all this time, it was a situation where it was cultivated, the minds were cultivated in the right, proper way. It wasn't the so-called fake doctrine, Willie this doctrine. No, it ain't, you ain't talk about, you ain't got to say a name, put a fancy title to it. It was just social engineering. Social engineering by way of enslavement and captivity, and also social engineering by rapidly freeing someone. And then once those people are rapidly freed, they're able to somehow they're able to teach themselves how to read, make their money, start a means of production, services and goods, and start making money on that. Began to build communities amongst themselves, only to be ravaged by what is known as Jim Crow, the Jim Crow era, and the Freedom Riders type bullshit. People want to go all the way back to slavery. We need reparations. And nigga, you can go back to the civil rights. We can go back to the Medgar Evers era. You ain't got to go all the way back on them white folks, but you got to think about it. They giving all the money away, so ain't gonna be no money. Ain't no money. It sound good. Oh, we ain't gonna vote. They gonna learn to listen. They working it so they ain't got to worry about y'all niggas. So at the end of the day, you better learn skilled trade. If you too old to even have to worry about the skilled trade, then you need to make sure that your children's children are indoctrinated or ordered and forced. You know, some of y'all, I ain't got no kids, but my perspective from my observation is some of y'all soft on y'all motherfucking kids. Y'all let y'all kids. Man, you gotta be careful. You gotta be concerned about their emotional state of being. You know, these are kids. They need to be able to express themselves and have free will to make choices and decisions. Man, I was trying to think about some of the shit I was doing in 9 and 10 that, could damn near would have killed my ass, if I had the free will to make the choice on a regular basis. But hey, this is the modern world, and like I said, I don't have any insurance, so that's one of the things I ain't got to motherfucking worry about. So yeah. So now, another killing in the country. Police shot somebody and they shot 90 shots. The nigga shot, that nigga shot the gun back. So now you got an argument back and forth. The good old white cracker trolls with the black power niggas. The power keyboard punching niggas on here. They're gonna be like, oh, you going back and forth with the white folks. Stop playing a victim. You guys been playing victim, and that's why you have to pull yourselves up by your bootstraps. Tyrell, you and Sheila go out. Sheila has all those children. I know that she's very intelligent. Maybe she might take some online classes or something. I'm just talking shit. But it's over for the niggas, really. At the end of the day, I go out here today. I'm riding around today, man, cause I had to go back I had to go take this truck. I just got this truck, man. And I looked at my fucking agreement, and I said, man, I ain't going for this shit right here, for this particular type of shit. And I had the benefit of carrying this shit back, cause I still ain't gave no money yet. So I took it back, and I got like 2 racks off. But black folks, man, I look around and I see, because those buses, the news is letting you, the news tells y'all that they busting them people up here, and these people is not that they had first the Ukrainians was coming over here, and they was sneaking them in. Did nobody see? But the Mohawk branded jet, did nobody see but the Ukrainians came on? Cause we knew that was understood. Them white folks gonna take care of their own. Even if they didn't get the taxpayers' dollars, they gonna figure out the American Foundation of the Historic Ukrainian Society, founded in 1897, is gonna find some funds to take care of the motherfucking Ukrainians. What the issue is that we got with these other folks is that it's one thing to say that we got a sanctuary city, but the fact that we say sanctuary city, that don't necessarily mean that we got to fund folks. We got to utilize the taxpayer dollars that's not even necessarily being utilized intimately within our own community to use for people that just can, as long as you catch a motherfucking shuttle, a shutter that float over this motherfucker, you make it to the border, past the line, holler sanctuary, and you guaranteed a check in a motherfucking place to lay your head down. But then we the ones, they look at us, that we the ones looking for a handout. Y'all just trying to get over on the system. You rely too much on the system. Those people are coming over here to the jobs you don't want to do. Why did we stop doing them motherfucking jobs? The reason why we stopped doing them jobs is because those jobs were the economy was outpacing the amount of wages in which you were paying. And since the fact you have socially engineered a separation syndrome, not only amongst, I guess well, I should say not only amongst, but it goes. You got a separation system between the man and the man. You got a separation system between the woman and the woman, the boy and the boy, the girl, the woman and the man and the woman, the boy and the girl and the boy. The first it starts separation there. Then the separation society the status starts between household. Then you have the certain invention of the gangs, whatever. That's a way to separate the folks. So these things that have been generationally, socially engineered into us. So when you tell us, okay, well, hell, why ain't y'all in the position that y'all? And they've been different. It would have been different if there wasn't nobody there to set fire to Black Wall Street. It'd be different if it wasn't the folks that came and rioted and tore down and attacked all these other black founded and inhabited and architect small towns and places that were from the middle of the 19th century, well, not the middle of the 19th century, the middle of the 1900s or the early 1900s even. All this shit. And this was even during a time period where there was supposed to be deliberations about the so-called 40 acres and a mule. Niggas knew the nigger people with the hard R, they still knew they had to make sure they made a way for themselves. You couldn't rely, they didn't want to deal with them people because they had a history with dealing with them people. The moment they was able to get away from them people and do on their own, they was overjoyed and elated. Now we can't do without them folks. That's all they really motherfucking wanted. That's part of the reason why they was cool with passing the Civil Rights Act, because they knew that hell, that's all they really want is for the nigga to still need them, and the niggas not believe that they actually need us the most, more than we need them. But at this point now we've become a society where hell, fuck it. Let's just turn on the motherfucking trap. They ain't trap music. I'm dating myself. Turn on the dirt, turn on the sex red, get some of them motherfucking tablets, them Perkios, the lightest. Nah, I said the lightest, I'm dating myself again. Them Perkies, Zans, I'm dating myself again, because I don't know if them niggas still do Zans or not. Them ecstasy, once again, that's another pill. Whatever pill, Zooties, whatever the fuck y'all niggas, these young niggas do nowadays, man. And just have all types of, you guess it's like whoever want to fuck, whatever they want to fuck, or whomever they want to fuck, and it's just all types of mixtures of I guess this is supposed to be the advancement. You got NBA basketball players with fingernail polished contracts. Don't be homophobic. Homophobia means scared of life living. Homo means life, and phobic means phobia. I'm not homophobic. I'm not scared of people that are homosexuals or lesbians or transsexuals or whatever. That ain't got nothing to do with it. It's just I'm different. I don't do what they do. I don't, just as long as you don't bother me what you're doing, they ain't got nothing. How did I get here? I'm just talking. But yeah, I appreciate folks come just performing. Really, I'm performing. Cause all in all with this bullshit, man. If I watch people I study other people to do the content, man. And I say, well, what are they doing? They're getting these numbers. What is it? So I got to watch them. I got to watch and see what it is. It's an inflection. It's the inflection of their voice. They talk in a rhythmic fashion, which it might somehow hypnotize you to listen more carefully and more attentively. It's the background setting. I know this is just my motherfucking problem. I got my little pictures. I got the Godfather up here. I got the ancient map of the world on this side. Just something, just something to look at. You can look at me too. I got you renewing on. Hey, but yeah, let me get the fuck off here, man. I'm just fucking around, man. But see, the thing about it is that the fact that it's gonna be a record of them changing it. And if there continues to be the curious mind, that continues to be the mind that's focused on truth, even them replacing it, just like they said that bust of Nefertiti, that's something that they made up. That's supposed to be modeled after a white broad, and that's been around for since the early 1900s. They say those well, I mean, according to the Michelangelo shits that's made, them is not supposed to be accurate depictions of whatever them people was, cause there was some melanin in them old motherfuckers back in them old Greeks. In them old Greeks and them old Romans, because they had to be, because you right by the line. You came to that border to get your education. But hey, once again, we going back to history. History ain't doing nothing to put shit in the motherfucker's pocket except for being with that nigga that do the DNA test. They got tackled in his house and drank beer with Obama and the police officers. That Ben Gates or Ben whatever that doctor professor nigga name is. That shit only benefit, that history shit only benefits a handful of people. It make a whole bunch of niggas feel good. But then they ain't telling you how to do nothing for your community. They ain't telling you how to make no motherfucking money for yourself. So that being said, I'm get out here. I love y'all. Before anybody come through, I love y'all for taking the time to fuck with me. Nigga Nation or nothing. Peace and love. Stop it. Stop that goddamn tape, nigga. Stop it. All that goddamn